And welcome. This is Fu-Sung Cookye, the CEO and Mistress Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated, and the ultimate anime mascot goddess covering all things from the Bisoujo Senshi universe, women of fighting video games, and women of anime. For those of you who saw my seasons into Season 3 of the FEC show, you know that I'm coming forth with next month in February with Season China, the lost anime episodes for when I was in Shanghai, the video log of 2006. But before then, this is my little preview episode and my anime video game and product review of latest technology from Sony known as the PS Vita. Before I go into it, which I have all the products in front of me, I just want to make note that the Vita was stated to be released in Japan the 17th of December, and then between the 19th and the 22nd in Asian countries, primarily Hong Kong and Korea. And Europe and America will not get their versions until the 22nd of February. However, it is during this time that the Japanese and Asia releases will be 3G region locked because of the Docomo 3G wireless system there. However, as of recently, they released a breaking chip that allows you to break the region on the 3G network. So without further ado, I'm going to go and do my product review on Sony's PSP Vita. So first things first, here is what the Vita looks like. There is a front camera and also a rear side camera that allows you not only to take high definition pictures, but also in the future, when the application becomes downloadable, you can actually take video. One of the main features of the Vita that separates it from the PSP is that it has two analogs, joysticks right here on the left and the right side, primarily for all the different types of gaming that's going to be coming out for it. One of the greatest things about the Vita is that these analog sticks will help in the interactivity of how games are being played. So by vibrating the PSP and moving around will allow the player to actually become one with the video game and actually start behaving motions that will depend on how the video game will act or not act. The back of the PSP Vita, which is this, actually is motion censored, so certain games that require you to rub, scratch, depending on what the game will utilize in the future of the function, will also be interactive with the console as well. The Vita came with the Japanese and Asian editions for right now came with just the console system right here. This adapter, which is a USB adapter to an actual cord that plugs in the wall. Here's the plug, here's the box adapter, and they're interchangeable. If you want to plug them in a wall, this goes into the box and this goes into the computer. And so to charge up your Vita, no longer will you actually be charging it in the wall, but really charging it through the computer. Unless you have the proprietary cable right here from which it came with. This cable allows you to hook up the Vita to the PS3 or to your computer. One of the main dramatic parts about this whole thing with the Vita now is that there's no longer the system of the PSP network being read by your computer. So you can no longer drag and drop files onto the system. You're now being forced to actually go and use a program called Contents Management Application. And this application software controls what you download, how you transfer files in a very specific order. One of the most baffling parts about the Vita is that once it has been bought, they force you to actually update the system along with the contents management application. Once this is done, then you will not be able to transfer your files to the Vita or to the PS3 or to your computer without being hooked to the internet. Because somehow now Sony wants to track down what it is that you're copying, even if it's your own stuff. There is something in the Vita called Welcome Park, which allows you to explore 5 games, demo games that come with the system that allow you to experience all the wonderful interactivity that the Vita brings and has to offer. That's their way of saying, well, since Sony is forcing us to buy each and every piece to actually be able to play the system correctly in all its full functionality. They gave us that incentive. Most games will not work without a memory chip. Most applications won't work without a memory chip. And the touchscreen is just flawless, 1080p resolution. It doesn't skip a beat. Plays music very well. The formats for video is MP4, all types of MP4 from wide to PAL to NTSC. Also covers all types of MP3, variable rate, and looseless. Any other rates will not be read by the system. So MP4 for videos, MP3 for music. However, one thing that I did not like, which I'm very used to my Sony Milo right here, is that in the Milo, you can drag and drop your music files, whether it be WAV format, MP4, MP3, and how you arrange them on your computer is exactly how it is kept on the actual Milo. This is just not the same in the Vita's case. Sony has always had a history of taking your music and rearranging it the way it feels it needs to be arranged, and which really is baffling, because when you spend hours and hours of actually organizing your own music on your computer, to have a system just totally undo hours and hours of work in just 5 seconds because they want to organize it by artist, genre, and popularity, it's quite annoying. They have not created an update yet that allows you to make your own playlist, unfortunately. And so the contents management application software seems to be very limited. So far, the Japanese PS Vita software site is the only site that is open that is connected to the PSN network, that allows you to download only PSP games, Neo Geo games, and PC Engine. However, when the American market online store opens, we will be able to do the same, with the exception of PC Engine, since that is non-American. Also, this is one of the 16 gigabyte chips right here, which allows you a proprietary chip, by the way, that allows you to drag and drop all the media that is being heavily controlled by Sony networks. So that actually concludes part 1 of this review of the Vita. I haven't had any problems with it, although there's been some reports that Vitas have been returned back to Japan, primarily Play Asia, Amazon.co.jp, and Yes Asia, mainly because either screens were locking, they were freezing, systems, the power button wasn't working, they couldn't turn it off. Actually, I've gotten lucky. I haven't had any problems with my Vita. At the time that the pre-orders began in October of 2011, Amazon sold out within 5 minutes. I decided to go and get my Vita from a Hong Kong site known as Gadget Asia. Normally when it comes down to technology, I like to go to the Chinese sites, even though they get it 2 to 3 days after Japan's initial release launch. And then I even got charged about $100 less than everyone else from the Japanese sites. Though I did have to wait a while for my shipment, because the Chinese took it upon themselves to want to check the package and try to consult with Sony as to why they feel the Docomo chip doesn't work in California, and they felt that me being a U.S. buyer, I was ill knowledgeable of this. And then after speaking with them online and supporting, going back and forth to let them know that I wouldn't have bought what I wouldn't have known, then they finally decided to go and give me my Vita. Then it ships and goes past California to Ohio, and then from Ohio back to me, which I don't know what is up with the DHL system. Normally I'm used to USPS or FedEx, but somehow DHL has their own registering system for their parcels. So I got it about 3 days before my birthday and was able to play around with it and really go through the inner workings of how difficult it is to actually transfer your files because of the contents management software, and the specific way that Sony will read your files. When PSP games become downloadable and when they make an update for ISOs for PlayStation, the files will actually change in terms of their serial numbers. No longer will it be the same in congruence to the regular PSP handheld software. So as this interview will conclude tomorrow with day 1 actually of CES, we're actually here on day 0. This has been a production of Anime Superstars and the subsidiary of Goddesses Incorporated. I will be there to hopefully go and ask my questions, very in-depth, intimate questions to Sony about the Vita and see what more information that they could give me for the American and European markets. Say cookie!
Ready? Good morning, everybody. This is Joel from Anime SUPERSTAR. We are here at CES 2012, the International Conference. Right behind us, as you see, the show is already underway. Wait, stop. Good morning, everybody. This is Joel from Anime SUPERSTAR. We are here at CES 2012, and the show is getting ready to get underway. It's about 9:45 in the morning. As you can see, everyone is already gathering around. We have Samsung right behind us. We also have them showing off things for the Galaxy Note. This is one of their new technologies this year. Things are going to be a lot of fun, a lot of crazy. As you guys can already see this early in the morning, stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Anime SUPERSTAR, Facebook at facebook.com/Anime SUPERSTAR. We'll hit you guys up later. Tweets, texts, photos, videos, everything. See you guys then. Has officially started. Let's go in and see what they got.
This is Fu-Sung Cookye of the Fu-Sung EC show on YouTube. Anime mascot goddess for everything covering anime, women of fighting video games, and bringing the shoujo world here to America. And now this is the opening ceremony or opening of the actual CES event here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're actually walking in. Can you get all that? With one step at a time, bringing over shoujo Japanese animation here to the U.S., one anime at a time. Say cookie. This is Fu-Sung Cookye. I'm the CEO and Mistress Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated and the ultimate anime mascot goddess covering all things the shoujo senshi universe of women of fighting video games, women of anime, and women just totally in everything in martial arts. I'm here actually at the opening ceremony to the CES event here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As you film behind me, there's actually the opening movie in 3D. You actually can't see what I see through the glasses right here, but this is actually a true 3D experience. I will be continuing to do more coverage as this event continues to go on for the next 4 days, brought to you by Goddesses Incorporated, a subsidiary of Anime Superstars. Say cookie. This is Fu-Sung Cookye. I'm the CEO and Mistress Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated and the ultimate anime mascot goddess covering all things women of the Bisoujo Senshi universe, women of fighting video games, and women of anime, bringing shoujo, anime, and themes here to the American and the States, one review at a time. Now I'm here at CES Las Vegas looking at the world's largest 3D OLED TV of 55 inches, true quality 3D cinema, 3D smart TV.
I guess you gotta stand back further.
World's largest 3D OLED TV of 55 inches.
They own like this whole hall. Wow. Let's go look at some of the other stuff. Thanks for your help.
Hands up. Just like the cops do.
Okay, so the TV is actually flat as well. It's like a
Watermelon, start game. Slice
it's
that.
really thin, but for us wearing the glasses, it looks like the TV is actually out closer to us. That's so amazing.
Let's see what Cookie got.
Yeah, Frank will be able to address the great detail if you have to.
Cookie.
And slice.
using Xbox Connect to play this game.
Yeah, this one's LG's version. It's a gesture.
Yeah, it's LG gesture. Oh, it's not even a Connect.
No, it's different.
Come on, Cookie.
Slice like crazy, Cookie.
Kill the fruit.
What did the fruit ever do to you?
And the bomb.
Game over. Hit the big one.
I missed it. The bonus.
So guys, that was Cookie.
So,
The LG gesture and the new LED 3.
the 3D game experience. And could you tell us a little bit about the game?
It's LG's gesture cam, so it's compatible with Skype. You can actually use it as like a mouse on your computer.
Okay.
So you can go to the home screen. If you want to go check out YouTube, you just move your hand to it, close it. It's like you're hitting the button on the mouse. And the video game, it reads it pretty well. And you just branch the slides, kind of like try to get wax on, wax off. And yeah, like I said, you can use it for Skype too. It's pretty much an all-in-one.
Would this be a completed game as of right now, or is it in its infancy stage, or is this growing?
Well, the game right now, this game is completed.
Okay.
But they're creating more as we speak. So this is our prototype, and it should be out within some time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, I guess we'll keep it going.
Oh, thank you.
We have a lot of stuff bigger than 3D.
Hi, my name is Fu-Sung Cookye with Fu-Sung Cookie Show. I do anime, video game reviews online, also a tournament player in some place called like Evo, Evolution Fighting Game Tournament, here in also Las Vegas every year. So what I'm understanding is that this is being directly streamed from the internet, right?
Correct.
But as a gamer, usually fighting game tournaments like this, especially Street Fighter 4 in the arcade community, raise at least about $10,000 worth in cash and prizes, not only at Devastation in Europe, but also Super Battle Opera in Japan. Now, with that being said, is there any kind of slowdown that would hinder the experience, especially strategies in the game, especially in popular Street Fighter and Capcom universe?
I think the best answer to that is that you just played it for a little while. What do you think?
Well, actually, what kind of internet streaming are we on right now?
I don't know what connection we're actually using right now.
Okay. Well, from what I understand, I've experienced a little bit of slowdown, and this is just the arcade mode. Because I guess the game is on an online server.
It is. It's all streaming.
Okay, and I'm being streamed on an online server. Is it similar to like Cloud or something?
It is a cloud-based system, but if you think about it,
Okay.
it's actually all streaming, no downloads to the TV.
Okay, I think because it's Cloud has been completely perfected right now, there is going to be a little bit of slowdown. I think perhaps in the future when Cloud is a little bit more popular, they have better technology and upgraded and stuff like that. I think this
That is very cool.
will actually be able to play a lot better than the PlayStation 3 version, the Xbox 360 version, and the home version of this. Honestly, I don't see this in tournaments as of yet to be used because the slowdown of the streaming will interfere with people's fighting game strategy in the video game world.
I think the good news is here. This is the first rendition of this.
Okay, and it's a future projection.
Oh, this is pretty neat. This is a first rendition of this, and I think you'll see a lot of new things coming in the future.
Smart TV.
Smart TV, exactly.
This is Super Street Fighter 4 AE edition for those who play Street Fighter 4 AE in the arcade and also in tournaments at Evo, Devastation, Super Battle Opera in Japan. Say Cookie. So my name is Fu-Sung Cookye. I'm the CEO and Mistress Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated. I work with bringing Japanese anime reviews and video gaming reviews over on YouTube as a blogger, and also I do product reviews. And so there's a lot of friends that have cell phones, but are on budget planning, and so they have to pay for their text messaging. So this is a nice application to have on your phone without having to worry about paying for text messaging. So just say just a little bit about this program called Chat On. And your name is, Miss?
My name is GMD, and and I work in Samsung Electronics. And Channel supports Android OS, iOS, and will support BlackBerry OS, web access, and Windows Phone soon. Channel supports 121 countries and maximum 65 languages. And you can chat with your buddies, free text message.
Records in 1080p. When downloading the application, you need to have at least operating system 2.3 gingerbread or higher, otherwise it will not work, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, Android and Apple too. And you can send contact calendar location or animation message. Animation message you create on your using hand drawing, and you can. I thought you were showing animated message.
Yes.
Well, we have the
Making animated messages and sending them over through a text messaging service for free.
Yeah. And record video, record voice, contact and location too. So, and Trunk. Trunk is the multimedia box, multimedia sharing box that you can, in channel, you can send and receive the multimedia file. Integrated is displayed here.
it's a 1.4 gigahertz dual port.
And each item, as you can leave comment and share on Facebook. And lastly, on my page is interaction link. Interaction link is how often chat with your buddies, and you can send 2 messages, 4 messages receiving, and Bobby is my ranking number 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and
A
Body
lot of
Day.
interactivity.
Yeah. So Body Day is like a Facebook wall. Yeah. So you can Bobby's profile pages and write a comment and happy birthday to you or hello and so on.
All right,
So
thank
next one,
you.
yeah. Thank you.
The other thing that they came out with is the Note as well.
Hello, and I am Fu-Sung Cookye of the First Week of the Show. I am the CEO of Verizon Incorporated. I specialize in product reviews, anime, and video game reviews, specifically from Japan, with the Sojo Senshi market, which is females from video gaming and animation brought to life, and bringing a lot of that imported stuff here. And so when I do product reviews, I like to talk really in depth about them. I had a friend over at Postnet, this is my shout out to you, Commander, who gave me a platform known as Umbuntu. And when I used it, I actually got rid of the Windows platform and put on the Ubuntu platform, and I was able to run a lot of the applications. Now, as a gamer, I felt that if I was able to use a lot of my emulators and video games and stuff onto the Ubuntu platform, this would be able to compete with Windows even more. And so I was wondering, how does Ubuntu work besides the fact that to install, you have to put in almost like a code in a strip to where it has to read, clear out, and then go through its own systematic format to install programs?
So we have a software center that actually is available to install various applications. So you don't need to do any kind of command line or anything if you want to. You can browse through that. It's much like the Apple App Store. Ours was on the desktop first. You can browse through that. You can select things. We do have a number of emulators, things like Nintendo emulators.
Yes, I saw that.
Sure. Excuse me. What sort of software were you looking to install?
Well, besides the SNEX 9, which is a Super Nintendo emulator for all of you guys out there, there's Final Burn, which is arcade emulator for Capcom, CPS games,
as well as
Neo Geo, MAME 32. And so I guess when I was learning Ubuntu, I was using the command line version to install the programs.
Okay.
And so I was wondering, how do you work around that? Is there any versions of this that's going to come out in the future? By the way, for those who don't know, I failed to mention Ubuntu is a subsidiary of the Linux platform.
Yes, we are based on Linux. Like I said, we do have a graphical software center, so it's very easy to just point and click and decide what you want. You can even search through that for things like emulators or games, so it makes it very simple to install that software.
Okay, and what are the plans for Ubuntu in the future?
We're doing a lot of really exciting things. So we're traditionally have been in the desktop space. We also have a very strong server product, but now we're starting to move into things like handhelds and televisions. So what we're showing here behind me is our television product, which we just came out with. We're really excited about it. It's going to let you browse for not only live TV, but videos that are available on the internet and videos that you have locally, and play them all with a very simple interface right in the other.
Now, Ubuntu is, from what I understand, that you do not need an OEM code like Windows or to put in to actually install it. It's actually open source.
Yes.
Is this product behind you that you're now getting into the small tablet market, getting into small devices like a TV and the phone now? You're getting a phone?
Yeah, we are working on embedded devices, smaller devices.
Is that open source as well?
Absolutely. All the operating system that we make is 100% open source. Obviously, you still have to buy hardware to run the thing on, but the programs, the operating system is open source. You can tinker with it, you can modify it, you can redistribute it.
And last but not least, we've been working on something in the future that will allow you to link all of that together between the mobile device, the phone, tablet, PC, TV, home, desktop, computer.
Sure. We have a product right now called Umbuntu One, which is our personal cloud. Basically what it is it's a file synchronization service as well as media streaming service. So you can do things like use our Ubuntu One music store, purchase a song, have it available on your computer, but then also stream that from the web wherever you happen to be, or on your phone or on your tablet. So that online service already exists, and we're just building that even bigger and bigger as we move into new spaces.
Right, and thank you so much. And I'm speaking with you.
Ronald McCall.
And this is Fu-Sung Cookye of Goddesses Incorporated, a subsidiary of Anime SUPERSTAR. Say Cookie. Hi, and I am Fu-Sung Elizabeth Cookye of the Fu-Sung Cookye Show on YouTube. I'm the CEO of Goddesses Incorporated and a subsidiary of Anime SUPERSTAR. I cover anything dealing with women of the Bishojo Center universe, women are fighting video games, product reviews, video game reviews, so on and so forth that know me online. And I'm here at CES in Las Vegas with
Jenny Rodriguez from Quebec.
And this is quite interesting because the company for which we represent, NX, also covers and deals with retro gaming and keeping this kind of the old world, the 8-bit, 16-bit, and 32-bit era alive, where if we take a view of their products right there, we can actually see that they have a retro system that plays not only Genesis, which is the 16-bit era, Super Nintendo, NES, Famicom in Japan, and also covers PSP, Game Boy, and other systems as well. So what we're doing here, I'd actually like to know more about your company, what you do, what you distribute to, who do you distribute to, and what is your mission?
Well, actually, NX is a distributor of music accessories. So basically, distribute anything that has to do with gaming, and we actually just started distributing stuff for mobile and audio, as well as toys, board games, anything that is completely video game related. Today, we're actually launching the Retro Dual Portable, which I know we saw earlier, and it pretty much plays the 8-bit games and 16-bit games, most of them. Actually plays the SNES games, and with an adapter it plays the NES games. So.
And also the Genesis, so I see right there.
Yeah, the Genesis actually comes with a separate adapter.
Okay.
Sold separately, so we go ahead and plug that into the Retro Portable, and we go ahead and play the Genesis games as well.
If you know offhand, how much does that the system cost and the adapters for each? Around what pricing we're looking at?
The Retro Dual Portable is $89.99.
Okay.
Yes. And so it comes with the retro, with the retro port adapter, which plays the NES games. So that's included. It also comes with a self stand.
Okay.
And it comes with 2 controllers and an adapter, which can also play the original controller for the Super Nintendo.
Wow, 2 controllers. I haven't remembered that since when Nintendo launched their first NES system and came with the light gun, 2 controllers, Duck Hunt, Mario, the system. That was back in the day. That's when you really bought a video game system and you spent expensive and it broke your wallet, but you really got something in the actual system box, and to see that again actually get you a blast from the past. One thing I do understand about Nintendo and Genesis, they're very sensitive about their licenses. You have to go through a lot of red tape to get the licenses to make a second party retro system like this?
That I'm not too sure actually. I didn't manufacture these, so I don't have the answer to that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I wish I did.
And I'm sure we have online shopping.
Definitely, yeah.
ANX accessories or?
No, it's www.nxinc.com.
All right.
That's the website.
And this is Fu-Sung Cookye for the Fu-Sung Cookye Show on YouTube. CEO and Mystery Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated and a subsidiary of Anime Superstar. Sitting here with Miss Jenny Rodriguez. Thank you so much for this impromptu interview. And I look forward to your future success and being able to distribute all of your accessories. I know I'll be a client. I think in the future I would like to see more of, since Angry Birds is very popular, huge. Not only Angry Birds suction cups, so if people want to actually put them in their car windows or windows at home, even for the Nintendo accessories.
That would be great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great meeting you.
Say cookie.